guys, so today I'm filming the 50 facts about me tag. I thought this actually was going to be really easy, but I decided not to pick some of the more obvious things that you could figure out or like physical that you can already tell. So it actually took me a little longer to come up with than I thought it would. So let's get started. I am a very emotional person. It's actually borderline ridiculous. I can watch a sad commercial and cry, sad movies, bawling. If a friend's crying, I'll start to cry. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. It's one thing that I wish I could kind of tone down. I wanted red hair for most of my life. I didn't do it until my first year of university, and I was a redhead for 2.5 years. And I miss it. I'm a very creative person, but I'm creative in my head, and none of the skills I would need to execute said creative ideas actually come out. So it's quite frustrating. I'm now a university graduate. I have a Bachelor of Arts, and in school I had a double major in history and geography with a minor in religion, and I will be attending Teachers College in September. I own and run a small all-natural soy candle business. Friendship, and more so supportive friendship, is honestly one of the most important things to me. It's great to have a lot of friends, but if they're not there for you when you really need them, then they're not friends. When I was younger, I wanted to become an actress, and in high school I actually joined an acting school of sorts, like an extracurricular thing, and I traveled to Los Angeles for an acting kind of competition. Just had a bunch of auditions for agencies all across the US with some Canadian ones as well. But I put it on hold for school. I still really would love to do it. Last summer I actually almost signed with an agency for acting and modeling, but because of funds I didn't end up doing it. But if I could, I totally would. I would do it right now. I love animals. I had a dog for most of my life, my dog Nala, who we had to put down just over 2 years ago. I am one of the most photographed children of life. My dad used to be a photographer, so I have albums and albums and boxes of photos. When I was younger, I actually wanted to work on a cruise ship for photography and also working with kids. And I still ponder it every once in a while, especially now that I'm older. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do it back then, like when I was 16. But now that I'm in my 20s, I could definitely pick up and work for a cruise ship. So, you know, we'll see if that happens. My first job was with a tele-research firm. So I called you and asked you to complete a survey for me. I was not a telemarketer. And my next job was 3 years at Old Navy working retail. I love to plan things. I'm the queen of planning, and I actually get super pissed when things don't go according to plan. I'm not always like a go with the flow kind of person. If I've spent time planning things and then something blows up, I get super frustrated. I'm a master to-do list writer, and I don't think I've ever actually checked off an entire to-do list. I'll misplace it, and I'll spend time rewriting one, and then never cross any of it off. I have some really funny OCD quirks that my boyfriend loves to torment me with. One being, I don't like kitchen cupboards or drawers being left open, even if it's like a little smidge, like you just needed to kind of poke it. I hate slow walkers, and I hate people who stop in the middle of a path, road, hallway, or whatever, and just stop to talk, or just stop to stop. I actually get quite irritated, and I will usually give you a dirty look, or I will walk into you. Before I'm dead, I want my own clothing line. I love Harry Potter. Love. I grew up reading it. It was one of the books that actually got me reading, and I have reread the series, I think a total of 3 times. I'm actually contemplating reading it again this summer. I played rugby for 2 years in high school. I've also played indoor and beach volleyball, and I can no longer play rugby because of injuries. I used to be very insecure about myself, my body, and the feeling of just not being good enough for anybody, really. Sometimes I have some kind of insecure feelings, probably more so toward my body. Now I'm a bit older, some of the mental insecurities have kind of gone away, and they've kind of improved. Not a lot of people know that about me because they always see me as a super cheerful, happy, bubbly, crazy girl, But we all have our moments, and sometimes it's hard to get out of them, but luckily for the most part, I'm good. I'm a very loud, bubbly, out there in your face kind of person, and I love to meet people and make new friends. I do not have a friend that I've known for my whole life. With moving and changing schools, I don't really have someone that I've carried with me the whole way. I have always wanted a group of friends that was like Sex and the City. If I could take my blog and YouTube and make it a lucrative hobby or a lucrative career, I totally would in an instant, but I would still do Teachers College. I am of English and Canadian descent. My dad's entire family is from England, and my mom's entire family is from Canada, except her father, who's from England. But I'm also, if you go back, Irish, and if you go back farther, French. I overthink everything. If we have an argument, I'm overthinking it for days. I love art, and I love crafts. My art, I really would like to refine my skill, and by refine, I mean get skill and then make it better. I'm actually working on some fashion illustrations this summer, and just sketching and art and painting and all this other stuff. I actually have a lot of friends who are getting married, so last summer I planned my future wedding. And it freaks my boyfriend out, but that's okay. I've known my favorite baby names since I was probably about 16. I love to travel, and I actually had the opportunity to travel to Europe 3 times in high school. I have a huge list of places that I want to go on my bucket list. I would also love to teach English abroad and to travel that way. I've been dating my boyfriend for 3.5 years. I'm a really big, communicator. Yes, I love to talk, but I think it's just really important to have good communication with everyone, everywhere. I think communication is a very important skill. I love to sing and I love to dance. And so with acting, I would be triple threat. I've planned what I would do if I won the lottery, but I don't buy lottery tickets. So I guess I'll be dreaming forever. I would love to read more, but over the past 4 years of being a university student, I actually haven't been able to read that much. But this summer, I'm changing that. Something I really like about myself are my eyes. I have really blue eyes, but I have what I call sunflowers. I have a yellow ring around my iris. But I have really bad dark circles under my eye, which do not go away. I love to dress up, and I love to dress other people up. So I like to think of myself as like an amateur stylist and would really like to pursue that if I could. I get really bad anxiety and really bad stress. The littlest things can set me off, and I will go into full-blown panic attacks and ridiculousness. I'm not clinically diagnosed with anxiety or anything. When I was a kid, I used to dance, I used to do gymnastics, I used to swim. I was enrolled in so many different types of dance classes. I did jazz, tap, hip-hop, ballet, musical theater. I did a whole bunch of things. And when I was in gymnastics, I was actually asked to go competitive. My parents said no. I want to write a book, or 2 or 3. I love British TV shows and movies and mysteries and stuff like that. But funny enough, I really don't watch that much TV. The only show that I really go out of my way to watch is Big Bang Theory and the news. With all the dreams and passions I have, I would honestly need to live about 10 full lives to make sure I could do it all. But I'm determined to touch on all of them before I'm dead. I want to be and will be fully bilingual with French and English, and I would love to also learn Spanish. I bottle up a lot of things, and I've gotten better over the years. I used to be much, much worse. I used to never be able to grow my nails long or my hair long, and now I have long nails and long hair. I've had many injuries growing up, sprained ankles. I fractured my ankle once doing something really stupid. I've injured my knees, and I've hurt muscles, but I've never actually broken anything. And I want to make the most out of my life, and I'm determined to do that.